Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Wednesday, January 24th. Today's special is a 1 year and 4-month-old puppy named Poppy.
Yeah.
Who shall be eaten if...
We're just giving her away. You don't even have to win her. You just... We will pay you
No,
to take...
no, she's a designer dog.
Okay.
But she comes free. We'll box her up and ship her to you.
Oh, man.
The trainer this morning was like, she just doesn't care.
She does not care.
She does not care.
She doesn't care that it's 2 a.m. and that we want to sleep. Because she wants to run around.
So what was that song? I just want to party all the time.
She's
party
like
all the time. Was that Eddie Murphy?
She's
My girl likes to party all the time.
She's more like I don't care. You know that song?
Yeah.
Da-da.
I
What's
want
that?
it.
Yes, that's Poppy.
That's how you guys should be. I don't know what we're selling right now because we haven't talked about it.
We're tired. She was up at 2, so I was up at 3. And
then she decided to get up at 5.
And then she just wanted to get up, and I thought, okay, she's have to go outside. That's it. Like, this is, and she just went downstairs and just laid down on the other bed.
She was
Didn't even go to the door.
I just want to go lay in this bed.
Oh my God. She is the worst dog. And
You love her, you hate her.
we love her and we hate her and we hate her. So anyways, enough about that. That's your... What did she destroy? Well, it was the last thing she destroyed was my the insole to my Toms. I put the pieces back. She came in like she was chewing a big piece of gum. And I was like, what's that in your mouth? I opened it up and like pulled the piece out and I put them all together and it said Toms. And I was like, that's mine.
I was sleuthing. She put them all. Did you notice that they said Tom's?
It
You
said
put them all together.
Yeah.
And then, but Jeannie's like, I don't know what it is. And I looked and it said Tom.
I was like, oh no.
I was like, it says
mine?
Tom's.
I thought it was Patrick's. I thought it was his. So, but no, it was mine. Hello everyone.
The trainer's great, actually.
It's the dog.
And it's funny because the dog is like, she's relatively well trained, but she just doesn't care. Like, in the trainer this morning when I was talking to the trainer was like, I don't know if I've ever met a dog that doesn't care as much as she does. Like, she doesn't care about correction. She doesn't care about treats. Like, if she wants something, she just needs to run all day. She was tired when she got home last night. I walk them like 4 miles, and then she goes to daycare and gets walked like 4 miles.
So we thought she was going to be good because she was so like quiet and sleepy when she got home.
I just trained her to run a marathon is all that's happened.
Yeah. So, okay, what do we have to talk about? We've got a couple of things to talk about.
We are mired in shipping.
Yeah, but I'm back.
Kind of.
I'm not.
Don't come in to see her.
Yeah, I definitely don't feel 100%.
And I will be like, stay away.
Everyone's
Although
really
somebody
good.
came in yesterday and was like, I'm too close to you. I need to back up.
Yeah, they know. They know to like stay away. So, but I definitely do not feel 100%. So I'm gonna do my best, but I'm good enough. I figure if I'm gonna feel crappy at home, I might as well feel crappy here and get something done. So, but we're celebrating because that was it, right?
Yeah, our celebrating the last 8 days has been like, or last 7 days has been like, yay. I feel
It's
like this
hard.
one was rough on you. Like
Yeah.
your last one seemed like
It's
you
hard
were
to
better.
celebrate when you still don't feel well. So I haven't been
Well, and it's
celebrating
onward
a
and
ton
upward
yet.
and into the next challenge, like surgery and all that stuff.
Yes, I still
So-
have a. Is it a long
We have like a
road to
year
toe?
of stuff to do still.
Is that what they? Yeah. So anyhow, can you hand me those?
I showed them
I know,
last week.
so I know, and I know a lot of you have gone on and gotten the stuff for this, but I did want to let you know that if you're going to be, there's going to be a sew along. There'll be a free sew along. Karen Bowl,
Who made bowls?
how funny is that? Is that so funny? That
This
Karen
is the
Bowl
first time
is.
you put this together.
Yeah.
I think when you told me that, I was like, Karen Bowl's gonna teach the bowl class.
She's running the sew along, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. But stuff that you need for this, aside from the design and the embellishment kit, all that stuff, is you need shape form. So I know she did some just to practice them, and she did it with batting. I think you can do it with that, but the shape form really gives it some
Shape.
body. Gives it some shape to form. So,
It allows the bowl's form to take shape. How about that?
anyhow, so that's on the website too. And you
The
can
ladies
go-
are like, this is the lowest energy live stream in the history of live streams.
Oh my God, are you putting
We're
me to
like, we
sleep?
don't care. We're just here to get some work done.
We're tired. Poppy's killing us. Poppy is literally killing me. She's killing me. So,
She's been like super sweet recently. Last night, she was just on one last night. I don't know.
we get like one good night and then one horrible night, and one good night and
That's
one
not
horrible
true.
night.
Like she was pretty good for a while there, but like I have no idea. And she gets in her crate and like she pouts and she goes,
Yes. Yeah, she makes all sorts of noise. Anyhow, shape form. Get your shape form because they were sold out. I'm assuming they're going to have it like right now. But they were out of it for like 3 months. I want to say it was like back in October, and they just got it. And I ordered a ton. So I think I ordered like 40 of them. That's a lot, I think. So there's going to be there's going to be a fabric kit too. So we'll probably have that because guess what? Coconut cream. I called to check the status, and guess when it's coming? February. I know, isn't that crazy? February. So it was supposed to be.
Jackie, are you in Florida? Is it Deb Rashkin?
Do you need one package of rope? What's the difference between Kimberbell rope and the cheaper rope on your website? I have no idea because I haven't seen the Kimberbell rope. The cheaper rope, I don't think it's cheap. Like it's not cheap quality, but it's Gypsy Quilter, which is the in-house brand for Checker. So I think they'll probably both be great. I actually.
Was this done with Gypsy Quilter then?
This is Gypsy Quilter because we don't have the other one. So, and I gave that to Karen to do the sample. So beautiful, and I'm sure the Kimberbell rope is going to be beautiful too. Oh, you know what's so funny? One of these feels more firm than the other.
Shapeform.
No, shapeform's only on the bottom. So I have no idea. Oh, we'll have to ask
This
Miss
is
Karen.
definitely a different rope, for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll have to ask. From Tennessee. Tennessee got some snow, didn't they? I saw some pictures from Miss Morrison.
That is why Charlie says we can't have a dog.
Don't
That's
get one.
why I said we can't have a dog too. I was walking the dogs today, and I was thinking 10 to 15 more years.
I thought that too. I was like, I have to suffer for like 10 to 15 more years. I was thinking the same thing, babe. I was like, how am I going to do that? How am I not going to sleep for 10 to 15
Remember, for like
more
5 years, I was like, no dogs. They don't make sense. We want to have a life outside of home and dogs.
Okay, so can you use cotton rope or the polyester rope? Honestly, I think
I'm
they're
sure
both
you
going to
could
be
use all of
great.
it.
I don't know what the difference is going to be when you construct. I'm feeling these two right now that Karen did the samples in, and one's softer than the other. But you know, you're just going to be throwing your little goodies in here. So use whatever you have. You don't have to get the Kimberbell stuff. You could use the other stuff. You could use whatever the stuff you get online too. February's only next week, yes, which is absolutely crazy. What is Shapeform? Oh, it should be on there. I think I maybe put a lit. So let's talk about Shapeform, because I could not find anything that was totally comparable, because it calls for Shapeform if you did the Kimberbell Little Houses or the Christmas house.
Can I let you talk and ship for a little
No,
while?
no, you're staying right here and you're going to be attentive, because there will be a quiz. Okay, so there was in those Christmas house kits, I put, instead of let me see, did I put it as one word? No. Instead of Shapeform, because they were sold out, I put in Peltex, and it wasn't quite strong enough. We have Shapeform here. Where is it? Oh, here. This stuff is like heavier. It's just a tad bit heavier than the Peltex, that heavy Peltex stuff. So it's going to come in a package like this, and it will give your project shape and form. So it just gives it body, right? So that's going to be the shape form that you're gonna need. And then, like I said, we are going to kit. I can't decide yet if we should kit it for the 8x8. Because this is all, like, the embroidery is kind of small. It's not like or we should just kit them for because this one is definitely the 8x8, right? That was in the 8x8 hoop. So maybe we'll do half
Does
and
it
half.
allow more people with more machines to do it if we do the smaller one?
Yeah, but if you do the bigger one, those people can still do it. They'll just have,
I have a machine special to talk about soon, too.
Do you want to talk about that?
Well, I got the Brother NQ3550.
Do you want to show them that stuff over there?
Well, so there's like all kinds of stuff that came in.
That's the sublimation.
So we have
printer.
like sublimation printers and a couple of sketches.
And the sketch, in case that's something that you guys have been seeing. The sketch.
But the Brother, and we're gonna set this up soon. I only bought a couple of them, but the Brother NQ3550W is on sale. It's normally almost $6,000, and it's on sale for $29.99.99. But my last purchase hit a minimum, and they're like, you can buy the NQ3550 at this price.
You should probably show them the machine.
Right. Well, at some point I'll do the demo, but I'm gonna be selling them
like
for $2,100.
It has a 5x7, right?
It's almost like the original Aventura.
Oh,
6x10.
Oh, it's got a 6x10.
But it's wireless. Like, it's a nice machine.
It doesn't have the bigger screen. It's got like kind of the smaller screen.
It's got the smaller screen.
And it has a 6x10.
5x7, 6x10.
And then what's the retail on it?
It's normally like almost $6,000.
And
There's
then
a
what are you selling
national
it for?
deal for $29.99.99, but I'm gonna be selling them for $21.
No brainer. Call us.
No brainer. I can't advertise them at that price, and I don't even think I have them on my website because I normally haven't bought them. Like, I normally sell the NQ3700D, which is like an upgraded machine. It has Disney, has a larger screen, has some other features, and I normally sell that machine at a price point that is highly competitive with the NQ3550 when it was selling for over $3,000. But like, selling that machine at $2,100 is a no-brainer.
Yes.
So we'll film a little demo on that machine. We're gonna film demos on it.
I haven't filmed videos in a long time, but I'm almost feeling like I'm ready to start filming
We're gonna
again.
film
So
some
I'm
stuff
excited.
in the next couple of weeks prior to surgery. We're gonna be busy filming.
Okay, So I did want to talk if you're doing Stitch Delight, and you haven't gotten your code yet. I sent a whole bunch of emails to Gideon at Stitch Delight, so hopefully you got those. But if you still haven't gotten it yet, then reach out to me so I can make sure that that's all taken. We have a couple of days, so don't worry about it. And I did want to let you know for the class, I don't want you stitching. Or
They can't hear you.
I'm coming. I don't want you printing all your templates. I just want you to print 2 things. The only 2 things I want you to print are going to be this, the overall layout, and this, the very center one. That's the only thing that you're going to print, these 2. Because I know that some people are like, do I have to print all of them? No. Just these 2, because the center's a little hard to place, so we are going to use the template, and then this is the overall one that you're going to need to be able to see everything. And that's the classes are full. Do I need to add another one?
So the NQ3550, Cindy, like, I don't know, quite frankly, if it would make sense to like upgrade from like a 3500 to a 3550. You're going to get wireless and some of the newer technologies built into the machines. Now, wireless means you've got Art Spira and the My Connection stuff, what I call the My Connection universe, even though some of that stuff's relegated to higher end machines. That's just the universe that I call it. But you know, mechanically, it's going to be very, very similar to the 3500. Like if you were talking about upgrading the 3500, I think we should be talking about the 5200 or something like that. So,
hey, Michelle has some amazing classes
so
to talk
Kimberly
about.
and Teresa are asking about adding another class for the Luminaire.
All right, I'll do it. Let me just send myself a note.
And somebody says that looks like embroidery sewn into the bottom of the bowl. It actually looks like a panel that's sewn into the bottom of the bowl. Like there's no rope in the bottom there, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically there's a panel in the bottom of the bowl that's sewn to the rope. And so you're not, you know, you're manually sewing through the rope to create the bowl, but the embroidery itself is not like sewn into the rope. How about more info on the bowl classes? Like what do you need and when will it be?
Oh, so we're working on that because the design's
It's going to
not
be
even.
a sew along.
I'm hot. Look, my hair's growing back. It's getting fuzzy, huh?
You have eyebrows too.
And my eyebrows are back. You don't realize how much you miss your eyebrows until you don't have
I
them.
didn't miss your eyebrows.
I totally missed my eyebrows. I just felt like I.
That was what really sealed the cancer deal.
Yeah,
was
like
losing your
because
eyebrows.
yeah, that was it. The other stuff I wasn't even real, but finally when I lost my eyebrows, I was like, okay, that's
She
the real
talked
deal.
about being sad about losing her eyebrows. I didn't care. You just look beautiful to me.
Anyhow,
You look great the whole time.
So the rope bowls, I want to say that Happy Place, the bowls aren't even, the auto ship I think happens on February 7th, so it's not going to be even out until the middle of February. So Karen and I have worked on a supply list, so I think we're almost done with the supply list. And the class, the sew along will be probably, we want to make sure everyone gets their stuff. So it'll probably be like the 3rd or the 4th week in February, just to make sure everyone has their stuff.
So Sunella's asking about the Hoffman panel. So Jeannie was very clear with me today that there's a lot that needs to be shipped out to make sure that people have it in time for the class. So if we haven't shipped it, it may be that you ordered a color that we hadn't received yet.
Yes.
And have we received those colors, or what's the story on that?
We received some of them. It's funny because you order like a 15-yard bolt and then sometimes they short you and you just don't even realize it. Sunella, oh, you know what? I need to call you. because that was one of the panels. So the Aurora panel, instead of sending me my allocation, they shorted me and they only sent me 12 out of my 15. So there's a couple people I need to call about that. Sunella, you're one of them. So I'll give you a call after this. Yeah, those panels, I'm going to make sure they all go out today. Today's like a big day for us. We got all our needles in. We got all of our panels that we're going to have for the class. So we'll get that out. We'll send that out priority mail, so you shouldn't have a problem with that. Can you find them to doing a Hoffman dream? Can find them to doing a Hoffman dream. Yes, you can go online and you can put in Hoffman dream, and you'll see whatever panels we have left too. Is the XC1 class full? Full top. Full top?
Is it full?
Full two? I don't think so. I think you can still sign up for that, Karen.
I'm like, what do you not understand?
Well, because it said full top.
Right. So
I know.
you just needed to cut one word off. You know how they say when you look at a word that's misspelled, your brain corrects it? Hers doesn't.
That is not true. Oh my God.
Well, you're like, is the XE1 class full top? What does that mean?
So do you want to know something? My brain, we were playing, I can't remember what game we were playing. And the word, okay.
Therein lies the problem.
Yes. Yes. And I was like, what's a combover? What's a combover? I was saying my part.
Over?
Yes.
Remember what I just said? Your brain autocorrects and tells you what the word is. Her brain doesn't work that way. You have no idea how many times
Oh my God.
Jeannie's gone, what is that? And I'm like, it's this. And she's like,
Right? You would think that my brain would be able to take that word and go, it's comb over. But my brain looked at it as C-O-M, like C-O-M, bover. So I'm next to my partner, which is my friend, and I'm like, what's a combover? And she's like, comb over? And I was like, I felt so stupid. But my brain it just didn't look at the word like that. Isn't that? So that happens to me. So I just,
So in this is funny because it was probably like my 4th or 5th grade GT pullout class. There was like a sheet that we had to fill out to start the class, and I couldn't fill it out. And the reason I couldn't fill it out is I was looking at the word. I had two words left, and I was refusing to it was one of those things where you pick a word and then you match it to another word, and I had 2 words left, meaning all I had to do was draw the line and
Michelle,
I could leave, but I couldn't understand it.
pass Celinda
And it was
Green?
wolf and bay.
Celinda Green wants to sign
But
up for a class.
I was
Could you give her
like,
a call?
what is a
Do you want
wolf?
me to wait till I do that, or?
Yeah, after.
Same thing. So it's not just you.
What was it?
It's me too. It was wolf and bay. But
I think
I
it's-
was reading it as wolf. I was like, I don't understand what a wolf is.
I think it's just me.
And no, it's not. I mean, sometimes you have little brain farts.
I struggle.
Some people just brain fart more than
Yeah,
others.
yeah, I totally struggle. And so, yeah, sometimes I can't. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's
We're gonna have to
fantastic.
talk about that.
Is that powder, the Moda one for the hearts?
Yes.
I love it. I
Well,
love it.
so let's show it
Okay.
to them, but complete the thought.
You know what?
This
I'm
is
gonna
where
get out of
Jeannie's
the way.
I don't even remember what I'm talking about.
I gotta get all those. I gotta get
All right,
all those
so,
panels out.
So do you
and,
want to show them that? So show them that, and then let's
This
just
is
cut
amazing.
the live stream
So
and get
this is-
shipping.
No, Michelle has a bunch of classes.
We'll talk
to
about classes
about.
tomorrow. It's almost 10.
Look at
We've kept
this
these ladies for like a
Valentine's
half an
Day
hour.
Special little quilt. This is done. Miss Suzanne, you did this?
I did.
I love it. And is this
Isn't
the
that pretty?
is this the
Art.
Moda
Moda,
metallic
yes.
The ombre,
Ombre.
fabric? Is this
Yes.
is this the ombre too?
Yes.
Oh my
How
goodness.
cute.
And look at the quilting. The quilting was all done edge to edge on the luminaire.
Emily Scott.
How long did it take? Oh, it was Amelie Scott.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
edge to edge, Amelie Scott. I mean, look how cute that is. I don't know if you can see that. How long did it take you to do the quilting on this?
I did it over 2 days, but only like maybe 3 hours.
It's
each day.
fantastic, and the colors are absolutely
Thank you.
amazing. I love it.
Oh, I love it.
So cute.
I
Thanks
have
for
no
sharing that.
contact
Do we have?
information for Linda Green?
Excuse me?
You said call Linda Green?
No, Celinda. Celinda.
Celinda?
We'll call her after.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about your classes?
Yes.
So Michelle's got some classes to talk about. So let's do that. And Celinda, we'll call you about. I know you want to get signed up for a class. I'm not sure which one, but we'll call you. Have the art of figuring out words that are misspelt all the time. Oh, I know. So here, you can sit here. Come here.
Can you pass the pile?
Oh yeah.
Hello, everyone.
I'll hold it and you can just pull from it.
So, I want to tell you about a couple of classes that are coming up. First of all, if Miss Alice Levinson, if you're on there,
This one goes out to you.
this one goes out to you because you had the most amazing idea. And I loved it from the first time I actually read the email from Jeannie.
And it was the class.
It was the class. All
We
I had to do is make it happen in real life. So Miss Alice wanted a class on the multi-needle that targeted making the machine stop to do appliques, that targeted needle assignment, color assignment, and that also targeted quilting, all in one class. And good morning, everyone. The other thing that I've noticed, because we've had a couple of multi-needles that have come in, for those of you that know me, the last 20 years of my life have been devoted to multi-needle machines. And one thing that really kind of comes up all the time is we get a machine in the store that's set on auto and all 9 needles are anchored. So that's telling me that you don't really know how needle assignments work. So this class is based on needle assignments, appliques, quilting, and how do you program after color number 11. Good morning, Alice. This is your class. This is what I came up with.
How cute.
So I designed the little cupcake in PE Design, and I also incorporated, for those of you that don't know this, the Baby Lock fills and the Brother fills and motifs, those little collections you can buy. You can import those into your embroidery software, into Palette and PE Design. So the background quilting is actually one of the new Baby Lock fills. Each of the appliques will teach you how to set an auto stop for the machine to stop for you to do an applique. You also are going to have 11 colors here. You're going to be pulling up your bobbin thread to do quilting. And I love this because it's going to teach you, in this one short project here, it's going to teach you how needle assignments and color assignments work on a multi-needle. It's going to teach you how to trick the multi-needle and trick the multi-needle into putting a stop up for you automatically. And it becomes second nature. So for those of you that are still struggling, please don't struggle anymore. Come and join us for this multi-needle class. And $39 includes the kit. Now, the other thing that I incorporated in here was you're going to trim one of the 6 appliques by hand. Okay. The other ones are cut for you on the scan and cut, because I think that you'll be able to see what the value is of having a scan and cut when you do an applique that has multiple pieces. And then the quilting. So this is so much fun. Alice, this was such a great idea, and I loved it. I just had to make something cute that brought it to life. So this one's coming up on Wednesday, February the 28th. It's $39. It includes the kit. Hey, you should have already had your beginning basic classes on your multi-needle, so this shouldn't be the first class of the multi-needle series. But if you're still confused about color and how color works and how to assign needles and how to make the machine stop, then this is the class for you.
Yeah. It's so cute.
It is cute. Yeah. I'm gonna keep going with the whole cupcake theme. So Cindy, I am so glad you asked that question, because the next class I want to tell you about is the upcoming Software 101 class. So when I do a Software 101, I don't just teach you a project, because anybody can teach you how to do a project. All they have to do is write the directions and teach you what buttons to push. What I want you to do is I want you to learn the tool, what the tool does, and how you can mix that tool with other tools. So in 101, Software 101 is 10 sessions. Each session is a 2-hour class that is recorded. I start with the basic, what's in layout and editing, where is everything's at. And then we go on to adding tools. So some of the things I also do are, you get handouts. There should be one printed in here somewhere. We'll come to it. It's in here. Yep, there it is. Each class, I also try to add a handout to it, so it's like your little cheat sheet, right? For all of the tools so that you can find them. So we start out basic. By class, and you have homework. By class 2, you're learning how to put shapes together to make things. By class 2, you're also learning about different fills. By class 3, you're learning about feathered edges and how they work, different types of fill. By class 4, you're moving forward with the tools. In class 5, we start looking at how to use a SVG file to create something. And then in the end, this is what that SVG file looks like. Also, this was another one that took it one step further. Where's my little flower? Oh, right here. So this little flower took the SVG file to the next level by creating a background fill that matched my pattern. So we also look at creating fills and motifs. Yep, we move into photo stitch and the different types of photo stitch.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. And then by the end of the class, my goal for you is to see, okay, we started with, we also learned about drawing tools. I know, I have it organized somewhat. Okay, so we started with this. This is just drawn, these are just images. From that, we did this. And then from that, in the level 2 class, we made an in the hoop lined zipper bag. So it's building, building, building. It's not just about saying, hey, these are the directions of how you can make a key fob. You use this tool, this tool, this tool, and then you have a key fob. But at the end of having the key fob, do you really know how to use that tool? So Heather, I know that it's hard because of your work schedule. However, each of the classes are recorded. In most cases, people find that while they're watching the class, it's really hard to work on software and watch the class at the same time. What most people do is we interact in the class while the class is going, class is recorded, you watch the class later. What has been, and I'm hoping that some of the people that have taken the class in the past will chime in here. What is the most powerful part of this class is a private Facebook group for just your class, just the people in your class. And it allows me to target a single question on a single topic and create a video that goes just to that question. Or it allows you to bounce ideas back and forth. So truly, most of the stuff that goes on in the class goes on after the class, over the weekend, stuff like that. So Heather, I know, or your other option, Heather, is find 10 people that want to take the class. I'm happy to do it on a Saturday, but I got to fill the class. But I don't think, actually, I think you would do just fine by watching the recordings and then just reaching out after the class on the Facebook group. So that one's coming up. I still have a few spots left. It starts March the 11th. It goes on for 10 consecutive Mondays. I am very present in that class the whole time. So you might have maybe a 24-hour period where I don't answer a question, but it's rarely more than 24 hours. But we cover everything. We cover creating a knockdown stitch. Oop, I always forget where the camera is. And some other things that we do. You will need to be doing some stitching because the one thing I'll tell you is that if you don't stitch it out, you don't really know what it looks like. So here are some other examples of just some of the built-in stuff. There's so much built in the program that you don't even know is there because you followed a tutorial that just told you how to make one thing. So it's a great class. We have a lot of fun. It's very engaging. And so from a sketch like the little ice cream cone that I showed you was how I created the cupcake. So it's a fun class. The other class that's coming up is if you have bought any of the Baby Lock collections of fills and motifs that you can load into the Luminaire or the Solaris, then this is kind of a class number 2. This one was done with the Holiday and Fills Collection 2. These are like the tulips, so we create the design for both sides of the zipper bag. And then this is one of the Kimberbell bags, but I just kind of took it to the next level and boxed the corners so that it would stand up by itself, and then made the big flower using Design Center to go with it. So this one's coming up as well. Again, for this, you should have had already have had at least one IQ designer class. It shouldn't be your first class, but this one's kind of a fun one as well. So those are the 3 that are upcoming in. When do I go over how to install the program? So Lady Fair, I have pre-class videos that I post within the Facebook group, and those pre-class videos go over the things that you need to do to be prepared for class. One of them is how to load your software. So this is a software class. I love software. I teach software. I'm a terrible computer repair person. So it's not good. Thank you, Chris, for chiming in on watching the class after work. I've had lots of people that work and take the class, but so there's several pre-class videos that'll go into that private Facebook group. It will cover how to load your software. It will cover how to create the only basic things that you need computer skills wise is you need to be able to create a folder. You need to know where you save the folder, how to put things in and take them out of the folder. Just basic computer skills. Cindy, I never actually go to the manual. I actually did some of the proofreading on the manual, and that thing will put you to sleep, all 400 pages of it. So that's why I felt like a pre-class video is great for that, because if it's on a video, you can stop the video, you can complete the step, you can start the video back up, you can complete the step. So on an average class, things that as the student in the class, your responsibility is to keep up with the homework and keep up with what's going on and do stitch outs. So stitch outs become really important because you won't really know what something looks like in thread by what it looks like on your computer screen. Obviously, most of the time it's not at all. So, and that's again one of the things that we kind of addressed. And I got to tell you, last session's class, oh my gosh, they challenged me in a way that I've never been challenged in software before, because they asked some so amazing questions that led into other questions. And so, and yeah, Linda has a very good point there that rewatching is a good idea, because I don't really feel like you learn software by reading a manual. Frankly, if everybody could read the manual and then learn how to use their software, you wouldn't have all these people asking questions about learning how to do software. It's just, I think a visual is so much easier. I think having somebody work with you, I think having somebody challenge, it's like, okay, you know how to use that tool now. What else do you think you can do with that tool? And the manual's not going to push you in that way. So I'm a very visual learner. I taught myself software in a hotel room when I worked for Brother. Because for a lack of anything better to do, I guess, in the hotel room when traveling 300,000 miles a year. And I just found that there was a lack of videos. There was a lot of videos that would teach me how to do a project. There were no videos that would say, okay, this is a tool. This is what this tool does. But think about this. You could actually take this tool and do something else with it. You could, maybe mix it with another tool. It's like, okay, you have a hammer, you have a nail, you have a screwdriver, you have a table saw. What happens when you mix all 4 of them together? What can you do? So that was my basis of how I formulated the class, was that it would build on the knowledge that you knew previously. So yes, videos for everything, Cindy. I'm a video girl. How many colors? How many cones of each color? Margaret, I don't think you're going to need more than one. Unless Jeannie specifically said that you would need more than one. I think if you have a selection of about 3 or 4 colors, then you'll probably be okay with one of each. So the pre-class, thank you, Heather. I do like to have everybody get what they need. So I think that's all for me. Jeannie, do you have anything else you want to throw in there? Okay. All right. So I do have the Software 101s up on the website. Sign up. I think I have about 3 or 4 more spots. It fills up fast. And then the other classes are also up. So the little multi-needle class is up. That's what it's called. I think already Miss Secretary Monday already put it up. And then this one I just put up this morning. This is called Zipper Bag with the Baby Lock Fills and Motifs. And, Jeannie and I were looking at this morning. We have a bunch of the different Baby Lock Fills and Motifs design collections. This one just happens to be the one from the holiday collection too. If you have any of them and you want to join in, that's fine. You can use whatever fill and motif that you want as long as it's one of the purchased ones. Because, part of the idea is that you learn how to import them into your Design Center IQ Designer in your Solaris or Luminaire. Now, for those of you that don't have a Solaris or Luminaire, guess what? All of these can be imported into PE Design or Palette software. So guess where that leaves us? I guess we might be using these in class too, huh? Yes, there is a calendar on the website. Michelle, you just needed to take the basic introductory class. I don't know. Heather, I'm not sure. That might be one of the older ones. It should say 2024 spring. If it says 2024 spring, that's probably the right one. And you get all 10. So all you do is just check out with one, you get all 10 classes. I'm going to pop you in all of them. So I think that, look for 2024 spring Software 101. All right, Baby Lock, can they all be downloaded into our machines? They can only be downloaded right now. Currently, they can only be downloaded into either a Luminaire with Upgrade 3 or a current Luminaire, or a Solaris 1, 2, or Vision, but the Solaris 1, 2 has to have Upgrade 3 on it. Upgrade 3 is why. Have to purchase. Yes, it's part of a collection of motifs and fills, Asuli, that load into Design Center or IQ Designer on your either Solaris or Luminaire. And then also, again, that's why I love PE Design, is I can just pop all of them into my PE Design, and I can use them at will in PE Design. I will go ahead and check the link, Lady Fair, but I think if you just put in 2024 Software 101, only one should come up. 2 of the same class, 1 regular. I don't know, Heather. I'll check it. But I think that as far as I know, it was okay because there's already people that signed up for it. But I'll check it as soon as I get off the live stream. If you have a question, you can't sign up. Just give me a call today at the store. I'll get you signed up, and we'll get you put into classes. Alrighty. I'm just kind of looking about Baby Lock. Can they be? When do we get the Facebook invitation for the class? You get the Facebook invitation for the class when you sign up. So once you've signed up, checked out, and paid, you'll get put in all 10 classes, and then you'll have a link there. Usually I put it in the supply list. I'll go double check that, and that says where to join the group. I haven't actually put any of the pre-class videos in there yet. That's my plan for the weekend this weekend. Any news on the 9x14 hoop for the February 1st class, Jeannie?
Who is that?
It's Miss Joanne Simone.
It's hers is going out today.
So, winter 2023 is not the right one. So I guess let me check it. I think all of them are on there somewhere, so it should be 2024 spring. Winter 2023 is the one that just finished. So, and it's PE Design 11. There's no PE Design 12. Oh, it's if the start date says 2024, I'll go check it. No worries. Rather than confuse everybody. But if you can't get in, just give me a call. I'm happy to take care of it over the phone for you. I've got time today to answer the phone. I don't have a class today. So, let's see. I'm looking at all of the other questions to make sure I answered everything. But I'm not sure. I might have missed some because sometimes I can't look at the questions because I lose my train of thought. 2 different links. Only one shows all 10 classes. Oh, thank you, Karen. Karen was in the very first session of Software 101 when I first started working here 3 years ago. All right, that's all I know for now. If you need help, just call me at the store. I'll go look at the link and make sure that I didn't make a mistake. And if you can't sign up, it should say spring 2024. And if there's overflow, I'll create another session. There's no problem. I like to keep the sessions small so that everybody gets. Any classes to get to know my XJ1? Absolutely, Glitterbee. We have classes. If you bought your machine from us, they're complimentary. If you did not buy your machine from us, there's a nominal fee. But I actually have a Stellaire, Altair, XJ. Well, it's XJ2 or XJ. Oh no, that's the Luminaire. Yes. Any of our classes for the Luminaire would actually have 90% of, you won't have the upgrade features, but the sewing class, we have a 3-hour sewing, get to know your sewing features, a 3-hour get to know your embroidery features, a 3-hour design center or IQ designer, and we also offer a 4-hour accessory class. So any of those, Glitterbee would also target the XJ1. You know what, Lynn, I'm not sure on that. I think Jeannie mentioned earlier that she was trying to kind of get going on those. So, yeah, I think I think she's just kind of maybe needing to like regain a little strength, a little bit. And then also if you have Stellairs or Altairs, I absolutely have classes coming up within the next 2 weeks for those. So if you're looking at a machine features of sewing features for the Stellaire or Altair. If you're looking for embroidery features for the Stellaire, Altair, Meridian. If you're looking for design center for the Stellaire or Altair or the Meridian, or if you're looking for the accessory class, all of those are upcoming. So just reach out. If you can't find it, just reach out. Secretary Monday is so 100% efficient, but yeah, we won't make her put everything on there. So if you need help, just please reach out to the store. I'll be happy to help you today. All right, have a fabulous day. And I hope wherever you're at, that you get to see some sunshine today. I'm not sure we're going to see it today, but I hope you do.